Hi, welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel Easy Accounting. In this video, I would like to explain about break-even analysis. Suppose you are running a company, you should incur various types of costs. This cost may be either fixed cost or variable cost. So what is a fixed cost? A fixed cost is a cost which will incur to a business concern irrespective of its production or sales volume. That means if there is a production or not, this cost should be incurred to a business concern. Such a type of cost is called fixed cost. We can say an example of rent of your office building or rent of your factory, salary payable to your employees, then lease amount. That means if you are taken vehicle or something for a hire, you should pay every month some amount. That is called a lease amount. Then interest payable to the bank for the loan taken or the overdraft taken. Then insurance premium payable, utility payments, depreciation, amortization. These are the various kinds of expenses which should be incurred to a business concern, whether there is production or not. Another cost is variable cost. Variable cost is a cost which will incur to a business concern directly related to its production. That means if there is a production, this cost will incur. If there is no production, no cost will come. For example, we can say raw materials cost, packing cost, then the overtime wages payable to your laborers, electricity charges related to production, fuel charges, diesel or petrol related to production, means production your machineries. These are the various kinds of then also we can say, for example, piece rate labor charges. All these are the various kinds of fixed variable costs. So this variable cost will incur to a business concern directly related to its production or sales volume. So this means if there is a production or sales, automatically this cost will come, otherwise this cost will not incur. So these are the two types of cost which will determine the break-even point of a business concern. So what is a break-even analysis? So break-even analysis is a financial tool which helps a company to determine the stage at which a business or a new product or a service get profitable. That means this is a financial tool or financial calculation which determines how much quantity should be produced or how much sales to be earned or how much service to be attained to get profitable. So this will be decided by the break-even point. So break-even point is a point at which a business is having no profit or loss. That means whenever a business is reaching the break-even point, which means that business is completely free from loss. That means whenever a business is reaching the break-even point, that business concern's total cost will be covered with its revenue. So this stage is also known as no profit, no loss stage, because in this stage business is free from loss and also business is not able to earn profit. So break-even point is a point at which a business is neither generating profit nor incurring any loss. Such a stage is called break-even point. So what are the occasions by which a business concern or a businessman using the break-even point? Suppose we are starting a new business. Automatically in that occasion, we must go through the break-even analysis or break-even point analysis, because break-even point is a point, because this is a magical point at which a business concern can understand how much quantity should be produced or how much quantity or how much volume should be required, how much volume of sales is required or how much service is to be attained to get profit. So this can be understood through this break-even analysis. That's why whenever a new business is starting, before starting a business, we must go through a break-even analysis. So while making the break-even analysis, these two costs, variable cost as well as the fixed cost, should be considered. So we can, through this break-even analysis, we can understand that how much quantity should be produced for getting profit, or how much quantity should be produced to avoid loss. All this can be understood through this break-even point analysis. Second case is, whenever we are introducing a new product, automatically you must go through the break-even analysis. So this break-even analysis will give you a clear idea about your product's sales volume. How much sales volume should be targeted to get profit. All this can be understood through this break-even point. Next one is, whenever you are changing the business style. Suppose you are changing your wholesale business to your retail business, or vice versa. You must go through the break-even analysis. So through this break-even analysis, we can understand this is a stage at which a business or a product or a service get profitable. Or this can be understood through this break-even point analysis. So how we can calculate the break-even point sales? Suppose your company's selling price of a product is 15 rupees and your variable cost is 7.5 rupees. So you should calculate the contribution margin. So what is a contribution margin? Contribution margin is nothing but the excess of selling price over variable cost. That means the difference between variable cost and selling price is called the contribution. So contribution is the margin, or the contribution is the amount available for covering your fixed cost. I already told you every business concern should incur some fixed cost, irrespective of its operation, irrespective of its production or sales volume. So whenever you are calculating the contribution margin is the difference between selling price and the selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. So you will get the contribution. So that contribution margin or contribution is the amount available to cover your fixed cost. If your contribution is more than the fixed cost, automatically that business will be in a stage of profit. And if your contribution margin is equal to fixed cost, this stage is also called break-even point. That means break-even point, how we can calculate the break-even point? Whenever your total revenue is equal to your total cost, that is when total revenue, when TR is equal to TC, total cost, that stage is called break-even point. Then also another way we can say that whenever your fixed cost is equal to contribution, in that stage is also called break-even sales. So how we can calculate the break-even point sales, break-even point units? First we have to calculate break-even point units, then that unit should be multiplied with the selling price. You will get break-even point sales volume. So suppose here the example is, suppose your selling price is 50 rupees and your variable cost is 7.5 rupees. So your contribution margin would be 15 rupees minus 7.5 rupees. So you will get 7.5 rupees is your contribution margin. So whenever you are getting the contribution margin, it is easy to calculate your break-even point sales. How break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution margin. Here fixed cost is suppose 15,000 rupees. So 15,000 divided by 7.5, you will get 2,000 units. So that 2,000 units is the break-even sales units. So this 2,000 units will be multiplied with 50 rupees, you will get 30,000. So 30,000 will be your sales volume or break-even sales. So this is the way we can understand, we can calculate the break-even point and break-even point units and break-even point sales. And one more thing, suppose whenever you are calculating your break-even point before starting a business, and that break-even point sales is almost near to your estimated or targeted sales. In such a case, starting such a business is not viable, because your break-even point sales and your total estimated sales is sales is having not much margin or not much not much margin, because your break-even sales is almost near to your targeted sales. So suppose if you are starting such a business, even in the better conditions, you cannot earn more profit, and more you cannot get more profit, or even there is no chance for getting profit. In such a situation, you have to reanalyze your costs, that is fixed cost and variable cost. If any cost can avoid, either fixed or variable, that should be considered. Then you have to recalculate your cost. Then only, if you are thinking that if your break-even point is almost viable to your targeted sales, then only you can start such a business. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. So this is happening in the case of a break-even point analysis. Suppose how every businessman or every business concern will be always interested to know the break-even point, because this is a magical point at which a business concern can at least avoid its losses. So from the break-even point onwards, any upward movement of the total revenue, that will generate profit. So that's why every business concern or every businessman will be always interested to know this break-even point. So this break-even point is a magical point. Okay. So suppose what are the how we can get the break-even point easily or quickly. So this is, suppose if your selling price is increasing, automatically your contribution margin will increase. So you can reach into break-even point immediately. But whenever your selling price is a very sensitive area, if you are increasing your selling price, automatically sometimes your customers will it will backfire to you, because your sales volume may be downturn, because customers always not interested to increase any changes in the prices. So whenever you are making an increase in the prices, it should be very sensitive and it should be very careful. So the another chance is reduction of cost. So in this case, because either increasing your selling price or decreasing your cost, then you can reach into break-even point immediately. So we are thinking about how we can reach into break-even point immediately. So every business concern will think about how we can reach or how we can quickly reach into the break-even point. If you are quickly reaching the break-even point, from that point onwards we can generate profit. So, but for quickly reaching the break-even point, it's not easy, because either we have to increase our selling price or we have to reduce our cost. So whenever increasing a selling price, it is not easy task. So second thing is, plan B should be reducing the cost. So we should analyze what are the costs we are incurring to a business concern, especially what are the fixed costs incurring and what are the variable costs incurring. And whenever concerning the fixed cost, suppose we are taken office or a factory building for rent, and if there is a chance for getting a lesser price rented building for office or factory, you have to shift into that one. So your fixed cost will reduce. And if there is any chance for reducing the overhead of your business concern, like salary reduction or reducing the employee's strength or any other fixed cost can be avoidable. So that should be avoidable. That should be curtailed or reduced. Then you will get a chance to get into break-even point immediately. Another case is variable cost. Suppose your the major variable cost is coming to direct material cost, then packing cost, then production electricity, fuel charges, then overtime wages, etc. So out of this, suppose if you are making a bulk way of purchasing, you will get bulk rates, means you will get a wholesale rate. So sometimes that will reduce your variable cost. So in that case also, if you can able to reduce your fixed variable cost, so that will also helpful to reach into your break-even point a little bit easy or earlier or quicker. So this is the way we can try to reach into break-even point immediately. Anyway, even though there is some drawbacks for this break-even analysis, suppose in the case of break-even analysis, we are thinking we can sell the product, we can sell all the products with the same price, but sometimes it is not happening. And also variable cost, always there is a tendency to variable cost could be a tendency to change. So this will make a miscalculation in our earlier cost. So these are the two drawbacks of this break-even analysis. Even the break-even analysis is one of the important financial tool of a business concern to understand its business concerns profitability. Because whenever a business concern can reach into profitable stage, all this can be understood through this break-even analysis. So for getting a detailed idea about the break-even analysis, let us go to the graph. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Here let's go to the break-even analysis graph. So in this graph we can see y-axis represents the sales volume and this x-axis represents the units produced. So here y-axis from 5,000 to 45,000 sales volume is showing, and this x-axis showing the units produced from 500 to 3,500 units. And in the case of a break-even analysis, you have to consider fixed cost, variable cost, total revenue, total cost, then contribution margin, margin of safety, and break-even point. These are the points to be considered while making an analysis of the break-even point. See here, in this case, you can see that selling price of this product is 15 rupees, and the variable cost is 7.5 rupees, and the contribution margin would be 15,000 rupees minus 7.5 is equal to 7.5 rupees. That is the contribution margin. So contribution margin is nothing but the difference between selling price and the variable cost. So you will get the contribution. So contribution is the amount available for covering the fixed cost. So here fixed cost is 15,000 rupees. So our point is how we can cover this fixed cost, or what are the how many quantities should be produced by this company to reach into break-even point. So what is the break-even point? How we can calculate the break-even point? In this case, see break-even. How we can calculate the break-even point? Our formula is break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution margin. Here contribution margin is 7.5 rupees. So fixed cost is 15,000 rupees. So 15,000 rupees divided by 7.5, we will get 2,000. So that 2,000 units is the break-even point units. So whenever this business concern is producing 2,000 units, automatically that business concern will be reached into break-even point. So what would be the break-even sales? Break-even sales can be calculated by units, break-even point units into selling price. Here break-even point sales is break-even point units is 2,000 rupees. So 2,000. So 2,000 into 50 rupees, you will get 30,000. So 30,000 is the break-even point sales. So in this case, whenever this business concern is reaching to 2,000 units of production and 30,000 rupees sales volume, this company would be reaching the break-even point. Okay, so this is the point you can understand that this is 30,000. So whenever 30,000 sales volume and 2,000 production units, this company should be reached into break-even point. So you can see that this yellow line, this yellow line is showing the revenue line, or we can say total revenue line. Okay, this green line is called the total cost line, or we can say variable cost line. So here this green line is known as the fixed cost. So here fixed cost is 15,000 rupees, and we can say this region is called fixed cost region. So whenever our production is, suppose our production is here 0, in that occasion this company would incur a cost of 15,000 rupees. That's why I told you before, whenever a company's production is 0 or production is 100%, this 15,000 should be borne by this company, should be incurred by this company. So here 0 is the production. At the same time also this company is incurring a fixed cost of 15,000 rupees. So whenever this total revenue line is starting to raise in a slope upward movement, so you can see that whenever it is starting to go into the upward movement, so you can see whenever reaching to this region, you can understand that the total cost line and total revenue line is that gap is reducing, which means company's total expense is reducing, because company is starting to generate revenue. So whenever reaching to this area, whenever reaching to this break-even point area, this company's total cost is also intersecting. That means in that whenever reaching to this break-even point area, this total revenue line is intersecting this total cost. So one more point. Whenever under reaching to this break-even point line, this total revenue line is below the total cost line. Here see, this is the total cost line, this is the total revenue line. So under reaching to this point, this total revenue line would be below the total cost, because in that occasion your total revenue will be less than your total cost. Your total revenue will be less than your total cost. That means your total cost will be more than this total revenue. That's why this region is known as the loss area. Why? Because your total, whenever your total revenue is less than your total cost, such a condition is called the loss. That is why this area, until reaching to this break-even point, this area is known as the loss area. Because until reaching to this break-even point, your company's total revenue will be less than your total cost. Here, that's why this total cost line is above your total revenue line, because your revenue is less than your total, or your total cost is more than your revenue. That's why this is called total loss area. Whenever reaching to this break-even point, you can see that your total revenue line is intersecting your total cost, and from here on, from the break-even point onwards, your total revenue line is above your total cost line. See this difference. Whenever reaching to this break-even point, from the break-even point onwards, any move, any upward movement of your revenue, automatically your total revenue line is above your total cost, because here onwards this is the profit area. Because whenever reaching to this break-even point onwards, from the break-even point onwards, any upward movement of your revenue line, that is showing the profit. That's why this is the profit area, because in this area your revenue will be more than your total cost. That means from the break-even point onwards, any upward movement of your revenue, which means your revenue will be more than your total cost, and at that point onwards your company is starting to generate profit. That's why from the break-even point onwards, this region is known as the profit area. How a company is reaching to profit area? Because in this case your revenue will be more than your cost. Whenever it's quite natural, whenever your revenue is more than your total cost, you will reach into profit. So this is the profit area. This is called profit area. So here you can see that this is the fixed cost. This is the fixed cost. So this area is known as the fixed cost region. So this is the total cost region. So this area is known as the variable cost area. From here to this area, this is called the variable cost area, and this is the fixed cost area, and this is the break-even point. So whenever you are reaching the break-even point, your total sales would be 30,000 and your units produced should be 2,000. Okay. So here we can see one more thing, margin of safety. So what is the margin of safety? Suppose your total sales is 45,000 and your break-even sales is 30,000. So your margin of safety should be 15,000 rupees. So what is margin of safety? Margin of safety is nothing but the difference between actual sales and the break-even sales. Your actual sales is suppose 45,000 and your break-even sales is 30,000. So you will get a 15,000. That is the MOS, or margin of safety. So what is the use of this margin of safety here? Whenever you have enough margin of safety, and if your business is having a downturn, or sales volume is reducing, or suppose your selling price is reducing, so automatically that will not much affect in your business, because you have enough margin of safety. So margin of safety is just like a cushion to your business concern, because that is the difference between actual sales and the break-even sales. So if you have enough margin of safety, that will be always better for your business, because if any downturn happen to your business, or if you will be forced to reduce your selling price, that will not much affect your business, because you have enough margin of safety. So this can also understand through this graph. So you can see that suppose your company's total production is 2,000, and 2,000 automatically this company will be reaching to break-even point. How? See, your fixed cost is 15,000. 15,000 divided by margin of contribution margin, that is 7.5. So you will get 2,000. So that 2,000 is the break-even units required. So whenever that break-even units is getting, you can multiply that with selling price, you will get 30,000. So 30,000 is the break-even sales. So whenever 2,000 units production and 30,000 sales volume, this company would be reaching to break-even point. So from the break-even point onwards, any upward movement of your production, automatically your sales volume would be also increasing. So that will be your profit region, or you will start to generate profit. That's why every business concern should make an analysis of the break-even point before starting a business, because you can understand, before starting a business you can understand how much quantity should be required to reach into break-even point, because break-even point is a magical point at which this business concern at least can avoid its losses. So whenever reaching the break-even point, from the break-even point onwards, any upward movement, you can see here, this is break-even point. So from this break-even point, any upward movement of your revenue, that will be starting to generate profit. So every business concern will be always interested and eager to know the break-even point, because this is a magical point. So suppose you are starting a new business, or you are introducing a new product, especially that product having a major cost concern. So you must go through the break-even analysis, and also whenever you are changing your business style or business behavior, that is whenever you are shifting your wholesale business to retail business or vice versa, you should go through this break-even analysis, and because through the break-even analysis you can understand each and every cost of your business concern. So you will not miss any cost, because what are the different costs happening to your business concern, all this can be understood through this break-even analysis, because you will consider both of your fixed cost as well as the variable cost. And suppose you want to make a change in your pricing, everything can be understood through this break-even point, because whenever you are making a change in the pricing, so at that time you can understand, you should analyze what is your margin of safety available. If you have enough margin of safety, suppose if you are making a small reduction in your price, that will not have much effect in your sales volume or revenue. So this is very important financial tool in the case of management, because management can take a better decision based on the break-even analysis, and this will give a financial, and this will be give a good idea for a business concern how to run their business, or how to manage their business to avoid losses and to get an adequate profit for this business concern and everything. Dear friends, I hope you understand this video, and if you like the video, kindly subscribe and share. Thank you for watching this video.